So this video is going to be a little different than my usual Let's Play that I don't complete. This time I'm doing a basic game plan for Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, the new hit fighting game that just came out.
On your toes.
So first things first, you need to go to here, situational training, and I want you to complete these 3 sections: character movement, attacking, and blocking. Now you could just pause the video and read these if you want, but you're going to need to know how to do these. I prefer it if you did the little, get the little check marks and do them in the training mode. But anyway, with that out of the way, we'll get into it. Also, I am going to leave out a lot of information. I'm keeping this as simple as possible. That's by design. So some of you out there that are a little more knowledgeable will notice I'm leaving things out, or maybe there's more options, but I don't want to go over too much. It's too much information. So we're starting with Gran. Gran's perfect because he's very well-rounded. He's perfect to learn the game with. Similar to a character you might know named Ryu from the streets. So, round start. When round start happens, you guys are this far apart. What I want you to do is just down back block. Just stay like this for a couple seconds and watch your opponent and see what they do. They can do all sorts of things, but this keeps you safe and it lets them make a move. A lot of the time you're going to let them make the mistakes and you capitalize on it. So we're going to play a little more defensive, a little more passive. Anyway, so let's say for the sake of argument that on round start they decide to back up and they go to about this range. When they're that far away, we go into phase 1 of our game plan. Phase 1 is where we shoot fireballs. We're going to keep shooting fireballs at them. And as you notice, it pushes her back. When you hit her with a fireball, it pushes her back.
Nice and easy.
So what you want to do is shoot it and take a step forward. You want to take that ground away. You're pushing them closer to the wall. You see that? She's at the wall now. That's very beneficial for us because now she can't go backwards. She can't go anywhere. She's stuck, and we can do what we want. So shooting fireballs is a good way to get them to stay away from you and to back them up to the wall. But you have to be careful because sometimes they'll jump over them. And if you're not careful, they'll jump over and actually hit you. So that's the main thing you have to watch out for. But the jumping is actually good for us. If we keep shooting them with fireballs, they're really going to want to jump over the fireballs. And then we just don't shoot a fireball, and they jump, and we get to hit them out of the air. That's called anti-airing. So this is a very important technique that isn't easy to do. It's very hard to react to just an opponent jumping randomly and then you pressing the button quick enough. But we're going to learn how. Now to do the anti-air, you press down and the heavy button. This is the universal anti-air for all the characters. When they jump, even though they're trying to attack, we're still winning. Because, unlike what Obi-Wan says, the low ground wins in this situation. So, if you want to set your training dummy up to do the same thing, you see down there at the bottom right, it says training dummy, L3 is recording standby, and R3 is play. I'm clicking R3 to play it because I have a recording set. But this is how you do the recording. You press L3 once, and now you're in the standby mode, and now I'm controlling Anila here. So what you do is you're going to click L3 to start the recording, and then when you do, it'll show a timer. You quickly do what you want to do, and then you press either of the sticks in to end it. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump, and then I'm going to hit heavy attack. We'll jump forward and hit heavy attack. And I like to block. I like to hold block the second I can, like that. Because she'll block, and so if you're too slow to punish it, she'll block it. It's good to know. So we're going to jump, heavy, and then down back block. So I'm going to hit record. There we go. And then you stop the recording. So now when I click in the right stick, she'll do that. See?
Nice and easy.
So now you have your thing set up. So what I want you to do is I want you to click it and then anti-air this. You should be able to do this 10 times in a row on both sides, which means you come over here and you do it again. And I know it seems redundant, but trust me, you want to do stuff like this. You're not training your brain. Your brain thinks this is very easy, but you're training your hands. Your hands are really stupid. They take a lot of practice, but you want your hands to be able to do this on their own, on reaction. Your eyes see them jump, and your hands instantly go and press down and heavy. You have to do it lots of times for that to take effect. And then you'll go in a match and you'll still not even do it. You gotta force yourself into matches to practice it as well. And you'll take losses doing this, but that's part of the game. It's okay. That's how you get better. You gotta think of the future. So, let's say they're in this range now. This range, it's kind of dangerous to shoot the fireballs. Because, well, let me time that better. Because, see, you'll get attacked. So, you don't want to shoot fireballs in this range anymore. When you're in this range, we're going to switch to phase 2, which is our melee phase. We're going to use this button right here, standing medium. And if you see, the range is pretty good on this. We're just going to hit them with the tip of it, like that. And at the same time, they're not just going to sit there. They're not just going to let us keep doing this. Because, see, we're pushing them back again. And now, look. Now we got them in the corner. That's where we want them. They want to push us to our corner. So they're not just going to let us do that. They're going to attack back. So let's go here. Opponent, where is it? The recording settings down here. Recording slot, we're going to switch this to 2. So we could save our anti-air one, because that's always useful. So we're going to set this to 2. And now we have a new recording slot. So we're going to record her as pressing her medium attack. We'll walk forward and press it, and back up.
Stay on your toes.
What did I do? I didn't record. We'll do it again. Walk forward, press it, and back up. Okay, that's saved. So now when we press it, she's going to do that. So while we're harassing her, we have to be careful, because she's going to try to harass us. But one thing that's kind of interesting that we can do is you can hit. If she extends her weapon out, you can hit that. So if they extend it, see that? I'm not even doing it that fast. I am completely just reacting to it and then trying to hit it. So that's a very good technique as well. We want to poke at them, but we be careful. And sometimes she's going to poke at us. And if we're out of range enough, then we can hit it back. Or you get a clash like that if you hit each other at the same time. So this is what we do. This is what we're going to do when we're in poking. The poking phase of our phase 2, if that makes any sense. But there's a second part. We're also going to, what if she does something really risky? So, Anilas like to do this. They like to dash up, and they like to do this. Or sometimes they like to do this. Now, these are unsafe. If you block this, then that means you can punish it. And they love to do that. So what we're going to do again is we're going to go to slot 3 now. And we are going to record her dashing forward and then pressing heavy like that. So let's get that. And then we block. So now when we play, she does that. Now, what you can do is once after her attack is done, you just mash the light button just like this. And you'll get a 3-hit combo like that. So because it's unsafe, we will always win because we blocked it when we mash our light buttons. And that's how you punish him. That's how you get a combo. So this is our first combo. But the way that fighting games structure combos usually is they follow up with a special move. And since we know how to do fireball, we're going to follow that up with a fireball. So we got a 4-hit combo. Did you see that on the left there? Watch on the left. 4 chain. That means all 4 hits hit. Now, if it doesn't, that means you're doing something too slow. The way that you want to chain that fireball is right when that 3rd hit happens, you do it. So 1, 2, 3, fireball. 1, 2, 3, fireball. You want to do the fireball kind of quick, and I'm just pressing the special button. But you know, it's good and all, but it's not exactly that much damage, and it doesn't push them back at all. Remember, we want to push them back. You see, that time I was too slow. See? If you're too slow, so you want to mash it. But see, it doesn't push them back that far. So what we're going to do is instead of ending with fireball, we're going to end with this. This is the unique button, which you should know because you did the tutorial, remember? The unique button will knock them back a little further. So we'll let her do it. Then we hit her with the unique button. You see that? She gets knocked down and she gets knocked further back. That's way better for us. Okay? So that's what you're going to do to punish unsafe things. But there's a next part that I want you to practice. I want you to go in here to blocking and change it to random. So now sometimes she'll get hit, and sometimes she blocks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the 3-hit combo, and when she's blocking, you're gonna go into Fireball. And if she's not blocking, if you're getting hit, you go into the Slash. See? She got hit, so you go into Slash. Blocking, you go into Fireball. This is very hard to do, but this is very important as well. Because this Slash isn't safe. If we do this on block, she could punish us. But we want to do the Slash because it's better than the Fireball. So that's why you see, I just messed up right there. You want to do the Fireball when she blocks, and the Slash when she gets hit. So practice that as well. Now, we have phase 3. This is the final phase. When we've pushed her all the way back to the corner, we start phase 3.
Remember your training.
Now, phase 3, remember, we wanted to get her in the corner. That's good for us. So you don't want to be all up here. Let's change this to blocks everything again. You don't want her to be up here, because what can happen is she can jump. Oops, that's not what I want. I want recording slot 1. Get back in the corner. Because if you're standing up here and attacking her, she could jump over your head.
Remember
and
your
now
training.
you're in the corner. And she could get a combo off of it as well. I don't have the recording set up, but actually, could I just like switch to her and do it? What is her? Yeah, that. See, she can actually hit you on the other side. And if you're not blocking it, then you're gonna get an entire combo. Now she is, you know, in control. So we don't want that though. So I suggest you don't pressure them really close. Instead, you stay about here. Because if she was to jump, you can do your anti-air again right here. And you play the same poking game. And you keep her in the corner. And then if she whiffs her weapon out, you hit that whiff, you punish it. And you just keep pressuring her in the corner. You can occasionally shoot a fireball, but you gotta be careful. You don't wanna do it too much. Wait a little bit, pressure, wait a little, maybe shoot a fireball, wait a little, and then if they jump, always pay attention for jumps. The anti-air. You don't wanna let them out. And that's basically how you win fighting games. That's all you have to do. Now, there's much more to this, of course, than just what I showed you. This is a very bare-bones strategy, and it doesn't beat everything. The way that fighting games work is some things will be beaten by what you're doing, but the other things will beat your strategy. Like, it's rock, paper, scissors for everything in fighting games. So, this is a good starting point. You're learning a lot in this. Like, I didn't go over terms and what everything means, but by doing these things, you're learning a lot of good habits and not forming bad ones, like don't jump all the time. Don't be a jackrabbit and jump around. I know it's fun, but it's dangerous. You know, you block a lot, and you let your opponent do stuff, and then you retaliate. You do when it's safe. You're not looking to just get big combos, because you don't know them yet. You only know these little ones that I showed you. And those are nice little safe combos. That's enough damage. You need to get used to the fundamentals and moving around, controlling your character, anti-airing. Those things are very important. I do have, before you go, a couple tips that I want to... I'm going to pause it so they stop talking. I have a couple tips that I want to go over. One is, don't worry about your rank. Don't worry about winning or losing. The rank is just for the game to match you up against other people. It doesn't mean you're this good, you're a C rank, you're as good as a C. You know, it doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it going up or down. It's just there, okay? Don't try to increase your rank. Like, don't think, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win, even if it's crappy. You know, you want to learn and get better, and naturally your rank will just go up because you're just gonna get better than the people in that rank. While they're stuck there, spamming the same moves, hoping that their opponent doesn't know how to deal with them. So don't worry about it. And at the same time, you've got to check your ego at the door. If you play against somebody who doesn't know how to play, like you could tell you have way more knowledge and experience than them, they still might beat you. That happens a lot in this game. There's characters that can do really crazy things, and you'll still get beaten. You're going to get frustrated. You know, it's going to happen. Just cool off, you know, take a 10-minute break. It's a competitive game, and that's what happens in competitive games. There's going to be things that piss you off. You're going to feel like, oh, I inputted the moves, but it didn't come out, and think all sorts of different things can happen. Just don't worry. It happens to all of us. And, you know, like, The anger will go away, but whatever you learn, that stays forever, okay? So just think of it that way, I guess. One final thing is that most of the fun, in my opinion, of fighting games is the social aspect of it, being part of the fighting game community, FGC. So if you can, get some of your friends to play this game as well. This game has a free version on Steam and PlayStation, and they're cross-play. So you have no reason not to play it. Gran is always available in the free version, so that's why I did the tutorial on him. So pick up the free version, get Gran, play as Gran. We just learned how to play him, and get your friends to play. Now, I know friends are sometimes lazy bums, and you can't get them to do nothing. So if you can't, go online. There's Discords, there's streamers, content creators. You find a community your own way with people that want to already play. I do have one recommendation. There is a small streamer that loves fighting games, super passionate about fighting games, and he plays them all the time. I met him a while back, and I go to his stream pretty regularly, and he's perfect for beginners. His name is Flex El Fuerte, and he's a really cool dude. He's really funny, and his stream is really chill. And what's nice is that none of us that play are top level players. We're not going to just destroy people and have these high expectations and stuff. We're all in the same boat. We're just all homies playing together. And it's perfect for beginners. If you're a beginner, go to his stream. Go tell him hello. Say you're here to learn. You're a beginner. And, he'll give you tips if you want it. He'll play games with you. And, it's good fun. It makes the game a lot more fun than just grinding ranked. That gets stale after a while. But, yeah, and if you ever see me in the stream, or if you ever see me in the lobby, get my attention. You can have your avatar go up and attack somebody. Go do that. Get my attention somehow, because I don't read the chat all the time. It goes kind of quick. And let me know. And, yeah, so if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I hope the guide helped you at least a little bit. I know it's very simple, but that's the point. Keep practicing. Don't give up. And, any comments or suggestions, questions, criticisms, whatever, leave it down below. And yeah, I hope to see you in the game.